On the surface, INFJs seem vulnerable, fragile even, but beneath that quiet exterior lies a force that refuses to break. What hidden process lets INFJs turn pain into power? Psychologists have found that INFJs possess a rare cognitive pattern. Their sensitivity acts as an emotional radar, picking up on the subtlest shifts and undercurrents that most people miss. This isn't just survival, it's transformation. Every setback, every silent battle leaves its mark. Yet somehow, INFJs don't just recover, they rebuild, each time stronger and wiser. Stay with me for the final reveal. It explains an INFJ's secret counseling superpower. But to understand how this resilience is possible, we have to start at the very core, the place where pain and power first collide. Before we start, please hit the like button, comment, and subscribe so you won't miss any of our weekly deep dives into the world of personality types. And if you want to understand yourself and your personality type better, click the link in the comments to take our favorite free personality test. Number 5, the emotional core of INFJs. For INFJs, the emotional core is both a battleground and a wellspring of power. Sensitivity isn't just a trait, it's the lens through which they interpret every moment. While the world often sees this as fragility, INFJs know it's a superpower in disguise. They absorb the emotional climate around them, feeling each shift startlingly. Pain doesn't just sting, it echoes. Yet what looks like vulnerability is the foundation of their resilience. Here's the paradox. Emotions for INFJs are not just reactions. They're signals, layers of coded information shaping their every decision. This is where their pattern recognition gift comes alive. The emotional radar isn't just intuition, it's a finely tuned system. INFJs notice the micro expressions, the subtle energy changes and pauses in the air. They sense the storm before it breaks, often knowing how someone feels before a single word is spoken. Most people miss these cues entirely, but for INFJs, it's impossible to ignore. But this heightened awareness comes at a cost. Imagine carrying a radio that never shuts off. Every frequency, every static burst, always present. That's daily life for an INFJ. The world's chaos can feel relentless, their emotions amplified by everything they absorb. Exhaustion sets in, and overwhelm is a familiar companion. Still, when hardship strikes, INFJs don't just endure it, they analyze it. Instead of simply asking why they hurt, they consciously search for underlying patterns, focusing not just on pain, but on potential solutions hidden beneath it. It's not avoidance, it's a kind of emotional alchemy, turning suffering into understanding and growth. This emotional core is the foundation of their resilience, but the fundamental transformation happens when INFJs step away from the noise and turn inward, where reflection and deep processing begin to shape their next move. Number 4, the INFJ inner world, reflection and processing. Inside the INFJ mind, solitude isn't an escape, it's a workshop. The chaos of the outside world fades, replaced by a private space where emotions and memories are examined with precision. This is where INFJs do their most important work, breaking down tangled feelings, sorting through confusion, and piecing together meaning from the wreckage. It's not about hiding, but facing everything head-on, quietly and thoroughly. People sometimes mistake this inward focus for distance or aloofness, but for INFJs, these moments of isolation are as necessary as breathing. Reflection is intentional, a vital ritual that lets them recharge their inner battery. During these quiet stretches, they process worst-case scenarios before crisis even arrives, building up reserves of calm and clarity. It's a kind of preparation the world rarely sees, but it's why INFJs can stand firm when others falter. Picture a sculptor working in silence, chisel in hand, each careful strike revealing a stronger form beneath the stone. That's how INFJs approach their pain and uncertainty, methodically, patiently, shaping something resilient from the raw material of their struggles. This process helps them recover and sharpens their natural counselor's instinct. In this inner sanctuary, they learn to hold space for themselves and become experts at creating safe emotional spaces for others. It's a hidden training ground that shapes their rare ability to listen, empathize, and guide. When an INFJ finally steps back into the world, they bring more than survival. They carry new insight, hard-won clarity, and a readiness to face what comes next. But what happens when this deep inner work meets the outside world's chaos? That's where the real test and their true power begins. Number 3. INFJs harnessing purpose and vision. For INFJs, purpose isn't just a comfort, it's a necessity. When a crisis hits, you don't just see the wreckage before you. You glimpse the fragile outline of what could be rebuilt, a vision most people miss in the thick of chaos. This isn't about escaping into dreams, it's about mapping a way through darkness, using setbacks as blueprints for something new. You notice the cracks, see the seeds of change, and refuse to let pain have the last word. Reality, though, is relentless. Your ideals crash into stubborn obstacles, and the world's inertia can feel suffocating. You recognize suffering where others shut down, solutions where others see only dead ends. It's exhausting to care this much, to hold a vision when the world drags its feet. Sometimes the weight of it all threatens to bury you, but you don't let go. You practice a kind of strategic optimism, acknowledging the darkness, refusing to sugarcoat it, but still plotting a path forward. This isn't toxic positivity. It's the quiet discipline of seeing what's broken and daring to design something better. That vision becomes a compass, not just hope, but a plan. You aren't content to dream, you become the architect of possibility. Like a lighthouse steady in a black storm, your vision doesn't erase hardship, but cuts through it, showing where to go next. And when the usual systems collapse, you're already sketching new blueprints, ready to innovate while others freeze. Instead of retreating, you lean into the challenge, asking, "What can I learn? How can I use this pain to help someone else?" Every setback becomes the foundation for something more substantial, something wiser. But this kind of transformation isn't quick or easy. It takes a different type of strength, one that unfolds quietly, with patience most people overlook. And that's where the real story of INFJ resilience begins. Number 2, the power of quiet strength and patience. There's a rare kind of power in patience, a quiet strength that doesn't clamor for attention, but anchors everything around it. This is where the INFJ stands apart. In a world that rewards quick fixes and loud reactions, you choose another path. You sit with pain, yours and others, refusing to rush the process. Instead of patching wounds with distractions, you hold space, present, steady, and unafraid of discomfort. This isn't passivity. It's the wisdom to know that real healing only happens when you let things unfold at their own pace. People often misread your calm. They see stillness and think you're untouched, or worse, indifferent. But beneath the surface, there's a deep-rooted strength. A tree standing firm in still water, its roots gripping the earth as the storm rages above, the surface reflecting chaos while the core remains unshaken. You don't just endure the turbulence, you absorb it, letting it settle until clarity returns. What sets you apart is your ability to offer empathy without being swept away. You can sit with someone in their darkness, feel their pain, and not drown in it. This skill, empathy without absorption, means you're able to stay clear-headed, to listen and support without losing yourself. You don't rush to fix or force solutions. You wait, validate, and let others know they're not alone until they're ready to find their way forward. This same patience shapes how you handle your setbacks. When life breaks you, you rebuild in silence, piece by piece, never letting the world see the struggle. Your quiet strength becomes an anchor for those around you, a steady presence when chaos threatens to pull everything apart. Next, we'll reveal the subtle habits that show INFJs aren't just patient, they're silently unstoppable. Number 1, real-life signs INFJs bounce back stronger. Look closely and you'll see the objective markers of INFJ resilience aren't loud or obvious. They show up in the quiet aftermath, in how you rebuild a life from the inside out. These aren't gestures for applause. They're habits, choices, small acts of transformation that most people miss. First, there's creative expression. After a setback, you might find yourself writing, painting, composing. Whatever form it takes, it's your way of translating inner chaos into something others can understand. This isn't just self-soothing. It's the emotional translator skill in action, turning pain into a universal language that connects you to others who've felt the same. When you share a poem born from heartbreak or a drawing shaped by loss, you create a ripple of empathy, building bridges where there used to be silence. Then comes conflict mediation. Even when you're hurting, you help others untangle their emotional knots. You notice what's driving the tension, sometimes before anyone else does. This isn't just about keeping the peace. It's about using your pattern recognition and wisdom synthesis gift to turn adversity into understanding, quietly mending relationships, and guiding others through their storms. When a crisis hits, you innovate. You see patterns in chaos, connections others overlook, and quietly devise solutions that help everyone move forward. This is more than problem solving. It's proof that you thrive under pressure, finding meaning and direction where most would give up. If you're seeing yourself in these signs, hit subscribe. This quiet revolution is just getting started. Every time you bounce back, you weave hard-won lessons into guidance for others. The world may only see your sensitivity, but beneath it lies a strength that transforms pain into purpose. And that's the real story, one about to come into focus. Every INFJ knows what it means to feel deeply and rebuild quietly, turning sensitivity into a rare form of strength. This isn't just survival, it's transformation, rooted in emotional depth and a vision that reaches beyond the present struggle. Through silent reflection and relentless hope, you become an architect of renewal, finding meaning where others see only hardship. If this quiet strength resonates with you, leave a like and subscribe for more insights into the INFJ mind. Which of these transformation steps surprised you most? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you want to continue the journey to understanding yourself or an INFJ in your life, click either of the following videos, where we continue to unlock the secrets of the INFJ personality type.